Back on the Chamber Report member profiles, and she's back. Melissa Skiba is with Oakwood Insurance Agency in Coon Rapids. Melissa, Happy New Year and welcome to 2022, and good to have you back.
Absolutely. It's been a good season for us.
Yeah, I bet it has. All right, so let's talk a little bit about Oakwood Insurance. We're going to jump into your specialty, which is health and life. But for anybody who's out there watching, Oakwood Insurance been in place since 1989. Bruce and Darlene Song, very involved with the Chamber, are the main players that made all that happen. But what else does Oakwood involve from an insurance standpoint besides what your specialty is, which is health and life?
Yeah. So Bruce and Darlene have been building their agency since 1989. You already mentioned that. We're right on the corner of Northdale and Hanson Boulevard. We have a great office there, and we support 5 in-house CSRs that manage the business, as well as some additional agencies throughout a community surrounding the Coon Rapids area. So we have a full department that covers personal lines, which is your home and autos, including your toys and pets and all the other good stuff that you might want to insure. We do have a commercial department, and that is the segment of our agency that handles business insurance, including your properties, your liabilities, workman's comp, even your technology security. The coverage for that is all through our commercial lines department. And then, as you said, I do the health and life.
All right, so what's new in health and life?
Yeah, so health and life is really about protecting your family and the financial interests of your livelihood. And so one of the things that we've seen specifically in the Medicare segment of health insurance is that the plans really are driving more and more towards value. So we've seen that the products in the Twin Cities have continued to decrease in prices for Medicare Advantage plans, and that has really given many seniors and many people on a fixed income a much better ability to really pay for what they need, as opposed to just paying the highest price in case anything goes wrong. So I think that value added type of a thing is going to see more strength in the future. And the good news is that the old products haven't gone away. And if you do have a little more resources and want to travel and have a lot of freedom, those products are still strong as ever.
Great. All right, so we're well underway in 2022. What can health insurance plan members expect as we move forward this year?
Yeah, so it's January. Most plans are rolling out their new ID cards. Plans generally don't issue new ID cards just for the fun of it. We have one carrier in town. You may have seen the bright new billboards and great publications put out by Medica. You'll see your new Medica card coming with the heart on it. That's just one example of why a company would rebrand and or why they would send new ID cards. So watch for those coming in the mail. And then, of course, anyone that did change their plan should be looking for a welcome kit. And there's probably 2 things in the welcome kit that I would suggest you look for. Number 1, of course, the invoice, or how is the payment and billing going to be handled? Is there anything that you want to take care of right off the bat to make sure that that is settled for the year? And then the other thing is there's always a lot of value-added benefits. Kind of think of it as like a little treasure hunt in the middle of the winter. You know, it looks like just another piece of propaganda, but there are really great tools in those welcome kits that can help you learn about things that are available through retailers, through health providers, or even just for the fun of it. As we all know, we're doing what we can in the middle of the winter to keep ourselves busy and fortify our mental health. So use that welcome kit kind of as a little treasure hunt. And last but not least, if you are into the digital segment and like that type of work, keep in mind that most companies will be doing email invitations to digital onboarding or member orientation, and you can watch for those types of webinars to get really nitty-gritty into the ways you can save money and make your plan work better for you.
You know, I think a lot of people were hoping in 2022 that COVID was really just going to be an afterthought, but as we all know, it is not an afterthought. We continue to go on with it, but again, glass half full guy here. We continue to move forward. We don't have any choice. But, you know, Melissa, how is COVID affecting health insurance? And it's got to be a player.
It is, of course. And we're all feeling the strain of the ongoing situation. But a couple of things that have been particular to the customers that I've been working with is, number one, members of subsidized plans, the people who really need the coverage. Those members continue to be eligible for the same plans that they were eligible when the national emergency hit us at the outset. So this is positive because your benefits cannot be reduced even if your situation improves. And we hope that most people are getting back to work and their situations are improving. If you have been less fortunate, you still have the access to enroll in those plans when you first meet the eligibility requirements. So there's a lot of protection there for all consumers. Keep in mind that health plans are, just like we talked about in the orientation, health plans are rolling out their programs. You should be getting mailings and inboxes to show you how to be reimbursed for your at-home tests. That's the new law. And then remember that most carriers continue to waive the fees, some of the fees for telehealth or virtual appointments. So if you're trying to avoid exposing yourself more to COVID by going to a facility, you can still take advantage of those virtual appointments or telehealth. And in a lot of cases, at no charge, even if you do have a deductible or copay. And last but not least, the members that did see the advanced premium tax credits that took place in 2020 in the middle of the year, was kind of unexpected and a nice little surprise. I would just sort of recommend that you be a little bit prudent on that. Prepare for higher premiums in 2023, at least until we find out about new legislation and where that program's going to go after December of 2022.
You know, Melissa, this is, I think, where you can help me, and I think a lot of people that are out there watching as well. How can all of us get the most benefit from our health insurance?
Yeah, there's nothing worse than spending money on something you're not going to use, right? And so keep in mind that getting your preventive care is the best way to keep yourself healthy. And if you do dig into some of those tools that are out there, you can usually get rewards and points towards keeping yourself healthy. Again, it can be a fun little game. You might be able to earn a, Amazon gift card or something like that if you do your preventive cares. Also, make sure that you are not neglecting symptoms or postponing care. You want to get the most out of your coverage. Don't let yourself get sick. There's just a good things to be said about taking care of your health on a daily basis and making sure that you're following through with what your doctor is asking you to do. And then the next thing is, of course, have a conversation with your family. Let them know what kind of plan you have. If you get in a situation that you can't make decisions for yourself, make sure they know what you have and how to use it, or where you keep the supplies to get access to that kind of information. We're finding more and more that the restrictions on privacy are requiring an authorized representative. Prepare for the unexpected. Find out where your plan has those authorized representative forms. Have them on file in your home so that your next of kin know where to find them if something should happen and you should need to get answers from your agent or your provider or even your insurance company. And then also use the member services. All plans have great tools and resources, even by phone. You don't have to be a digital wizard, but monitor your charges and benefits to make sure that you're not just paying providers just because they sent you a bill. Make sure they match your evidence of coverage and you're getting a full benefit from the types of work that you have used as office visits or et cetera. And last but not least, we kind of mentioned it before, but get help. Ask for and know who you can trust. That's why we do what we do at Oakwood Insurance. We want to build a relationship with you. We want you to know that we are going to respect your privacy, respect your trust, and give you the best confidence that you can in your health plan.
It's all about service at Oakwood Insurance Agency in Coon Rapids, always has been. I mean, they're going to take care of you. I hear it all the time from people that deal with them, and Melissa is one of them. If you have health and life insurance questions, issues, anything, you can get a hold of Melissa and the crew at Oakwood Insurance Agency. And Melissa, how would somebody go, you know, they're out there and I got to talk to that girl. I have got a question. How do they get a hold of you?
This is the time. I'm telling you, I love to take the time of the year when we're not in the mad rush of deadlines. I love to educate you and show you what things are out there. It's not always about the sale. Sometimes it's about the journey and about the understanding. You can reach us at Oakwood Insurance Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5 p.m. at 763-754-1824. And we'd love to see you.
She is Melissa Skiba. She is with Oakwood Insurance Agency, and she can help you. Especially now more than ever. All right, Melissa, will you come back sometime down the road and let's get an update on what's happening in that segment of the insurance world?
It's always a good idea to keep on top of changes.
All right, she's an insurance rock star. All right, we're taking a break. We're going to wrap up this edition of the Chamber Report. We're going to do it right after this.